Good evening everyone, and welcome to Raina Mo's DIY and Designs. And today I will be doing a review of some products that were sent to me that is going to help me beautify one of the projects that I talked to you guys about during Easter. So if this sounds like a tutorial that would interest you, please keep watching. Everyone, I don't know if you guys can remember, but during the holiday time of like Easter, I picked up these little ball caps at my favorite place, and I told you that I had a project in mind that I wanted to do for these, which was to just beautify them, which I was going to be using a couple of other products that I had around the house. So when I was reached out to this company called OakLeaf, they actually sent me a few DIY crafts. And so what I wanted to do is share those with you because I really think that you would enjoy them. So I'm going to grab those items, and when I come back, I'll show you what they are. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you UnityStar 14-piece fabric markers. They come in this really cute pouch, and it's 14 markers, and all of the markers are numbered and they have different colors. But even though they're numbered, they're not numerical, they're not in any kind of numerical order. Like I see 9 all the way to 61, 85 here. So I'm not sure what their numbering system is. It's probably related to the colors, but this is a nice variety of colors. I have black, and then I have maybe a couple that I would consider like flesh tone colors in case I need them, and there's a couple of different shades of blue. So a person can be really creative with this.
And they're named for those that are colorblind. They're named too, so you'll have kind of an idea of what they are.
Exactly. So having said that, baby girl is actually going to be the one to do the artwork on the t-shirt that she's going to show you how to use these markers because she's very much the artist. And I am going to be doing a tutorial on these vinyl sheets. Now these vinyl sheets, there are 22 sheets in this pack. They have glitter sheets in here, okay, as well as regularly colored matte sheets, and you just basically cut it out, use it for however you like with your heat gun, because these are heat transfers, and they're really large sheets. They're 12 by 10. So basically you just open up your package and you can look at all of these vinyl transfers, which I think is just so really cool. You know, it's not like there's pictures already there. You make it the way that you want to, whatever the craft is that you're going to use it. You can be using ball caps like what I'm doing. You can do t-shirts, ball caps, tote bags, shoes, just whatever you want to do with these, you can. If you want to decorate your kitchen towels and make some really cute kitchen or bathroom towels for the kids' bathroom, you could definitely do that. So I have a beautiful gold sheet that's glitter. I have a glittery red sheet. Here is a glittery fuchsia colored sheet, and then this one is actually like a silvery, but it has lots of opalescence to it. You know, she calls it holographic. I call it opalescence. Then you have the other colors that are just solid colors. Like I like this muted pink color. Then I have this purple color here. I have a vibrant orange. Let me show you that. A very vibrant orange, and then I have a dark Kelly green. Then I have a regular shade of green. I'm just gonna set this here, and I'm gonna go through all of the colors with you because I think this is really neat. You're only limited by your own imagination with this. I have a neon green.
Or yellow.
No, I think this is more of a neon green. Then I have a yellow. I've got a nice dark navy blue and a silver with a beautiful metallic shine to it right here. You have your basic white, and it looks like you have 2 of them, but they look This one looks more glossy than this one, but you have two shades of white basically. You have a blue that's almost like a matte. You have a nice brown, a beautiful shade of blushy pink. You have your always needed black, a nice shade of like ocean blue. This is green screen green. You got a beautiful fuchsia color. And the last but not least is this gorgeous red. So your primary colors are in here. And with these 22 sheets, it says they're 18 PU colors and there's 4 glitters. Easy to apply with heat. It's washing machine and dryer safe. They're made out of 100% polyurethane, and it has superior elasticity and flexibility. And it states that it's unique, and it is really, really unique. And it tells you which side it is that you would need to cut on and which side it is that you would need to iron on. There's directions back here. There's care instructions listed back here. And there's also a nice description with some other helpful notes that are listed on the back. So when you order this, if you decide to order this from Oaktree, you're not going to be left in the lurch if you didn't watch my video. But obviously you're going to watch my video from start to finish. So having said this, we're going to go ahead and begin in the project. So keep watching. Okay, so I've pulled out my Evolution Advanced, and what I'm going to actually do is take some dies that I have. This one has some beautiful corners and like filigree flourishes here. So I'm going to be using this with the paper. And then, as you guys know, I'm all about getting married here lately. So I'm going to be using this particular die for a wedding ring, which you see I am wearing, and we'll have to talk about that. I'm going to be using this particular die in the design. I'm going to be placing my die right here with the cutting side up. I'm going to place my 2 corners with their cutting side up. I'm going to cut a strip of this paper that is wide enough so that I'm not wasting a lot, because this is some really, really cute paper. I'm just going to kind of line it up, and I'm going to cut it. So now I'm just placing everything where it needs to be. Once I have everything lined up, then I'm going to go ahead and put my mat down on top. I'm going to turn my dial to emboss die cut. All the way down to die cut. And now that I have it on die cut, I'm going to just roll this platform through the machine, and it's going to actually cut this paper for me. And when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like. So now that I have used my Evolution Advanced, I've cut out the ring, I've cut out the banner and the 2 corners. And I've used the holographic paper for these 2 pieces. And for the ring, I just used that matte silver that they have, the metallic silver. Now I wanted to let you know, if you have a cry-cut machine, that would work wonders with cutting that vinyl. I don't own one yet, but hopefully next month I will, especially since I have this vinyl now to use. So what I did was I used my Evolution Advanced, and all of the negative spaces here, I just picked out with my little X-Acto knife. I didn't have to cut it, I just needed to lift it up because it deeply embossed it, and basically it cut it. But this paper is sticky. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a sticker. And then with this one, I embossed it, and I did have to go over it with a blade to get it out. But anyway, that's basically all you do. You cut your pieces like you need, and I'm gonna go over to the ironing board and take my cap and go ahead and transfer these particular iron decals, these transfer decals onto my hat, and when I come back, we'll decorate. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I have affixed the vinyls to the cap. Now here I actually messed up because after I peeled the plastic off, I did my ring here and I touched this particular vinyl. So be careful when you're working with it, but I'm not worried about this too much because I can do one of two things. I can go ahead and just do one section of this with that vinyl paper and reapply it here to fix that, or I can place some kind of embellishment here that will hide that. And you know me, we're on to the next level as decorating. Now what I'm going to do here on this side, because I didn't want two rings mirror imaging one another, I'm going to take the time to go ahead and use these markers from OakLeaf. And I'm going to choose a color and I'm going to write the word bride on here. Now obviously I can go with black, but I think what I'm going to do is try this cool gray, because I think that the gray is only going to help this cap fall along in the same color scheme that it's in. Now the wonderful thing about these particular markers is that you have a broad side, and they're not very strong in the smell, and you have a fine point side. So it depends on how it is that you actually want to write your words. I'm gonna attempt to do something like calligraphy, so I'm actually gonna use both ends of this marker, and I'm just gonna write the word bride on here, and when I come back I'll show you how it looks. First things first, when you use these markers, test them out first, okay? Because you may not like how much they feather out when you apply pressure, depending on the type of material that you're using. Now you guys know where I got these hats from, so this is a very, very thin fabric. So these markers are very, very juicy. So when you press down with the broad tip, you're gonna get a lot of feathering depending on the type of material it is that you're using, and this is a very thin material, but I'm not worried about that because all I need to do is just bling this section out and thin that B down. And since I'm going to be decorating the letters anyway, it's going to be fine. I'll just have a hint of the gray marker coming through, so just keep that in mind when you're working with these. Baby girl is going to be doing a t-shirt with these, and you're gonna see how these markers actually look in somebody's hand who is used to using markers that look like this. So I'm just letting you know from my point of view with the broad end, be very, very careful with it, because I pressed down and drew. You don't have to do that because these markers, they do all of the work for you. They're very juicy, so as soon as you put it down, you need to get to moving and don't press really, really hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and start beautifying this gorgeous cap. I promise you it'll be gorgeous when I'm done, and when I come back, I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, here's the final reveal. My cutesy tootsie hat that I've created using the vinyl sheets from OakLeaf, which I use the holographic vinyl up here as well as along the brim here. And then I use the matte to make my ring, which I think is on this side. I use the matte silver metallic to use my ring right here. And then I just decorated how I wanted to have it decorated. Now, as far as the markers are concerned, I know I showed you where I wrote the word bride. Because this hat material was extremely thin, because you know I got it from my favorite store, but it's really thin material. The ink and the markers just really bled, which was not the look that I was going for, and I tried to decorate it with Swarovski crystals, and that just wasn't good. So I went to my tried and true always fabric, lace. I love lace. So I went ahead and I did that, and I just kind of decorated it with the pin tuck, because you guys know I really enjoy doing the pin tuck. So that's my hat. And then the markers, they worked so good on this heavy cotton t-shirt. So that's something to just let you know, if you get the fabric markers, that if you're actually using on fabric that it's intended to be used on, like t-shirts or tote bags, something that's much heavier than this thin little knit, then you're not gonna have the problems with bleeding and feathering like I did on the hat. So she created her little character here, and she actually used every last color that came in that marker pack. So that's 14 different colors here. She used the 2 different shades of green to create the rind of the watermelon, and then the 2 different shades of red and pink in here for the watermelon. She did a nice gradient of colors for the hair. She's got her grapes. That's 2 different shades of grapes down here. And then she's got her orange slice. She says she thinks it's more of a pomelo slice, but it looks like an orange slice to me. But that just shows you what you can do and what you can create with those fabric markers. And then this is just a little sample of what you can create with the vinyl sheets. If you happen to have like a cry cut machine or a die cut machine, anything like that, then you'll be able to definitely use those vinyl sheets. I don't have a cry cut, but I will be getting one hopefully within a couple of months. And you guys will just keep watching, and you'll see all of the other things that I create using those vinyl sheet transfers, which I think are really, really amazing. So I'm gonna put down below a link to Oak Tree so that you can use and find these particular products if you're interested in it. But they have all kinds of different products, household products and what have you like that, not just arts and crafts. But obviously my focus is on the arts and crafts products. So if this is a tutorial that you guys enjoy, please give us a thumbs up, put comments down below, and share this video with anybody that you think would be interested in making this hat or doing something fun for the kids this summer, or even for back to school. The kids might want to do something for back to school. I know each year I give a little back to school party here, and when the kids invite their friends over, we do some kind of arts and crafts. And last year we did, for the boys, for little baby boy, we did iron-on marble patterns on t-shirts and such. And then for the girls, we attempted to make flip-flops, but they weren't really interested in that. They were more interested in playing the piano. So this year, since baby girl's more into art, I think we'll actually get to do some DIY crafts. But on that note, have a wonderful evening. Bye.